Research shows that a child's brain develops more and more rapidly between birth and 5 years old than at any other time in their lives. And the quality of their experiences during that time matters. That's just the time that Erin Hinton has decided to focus her master's degree and her life's work on. But before she has to get to class today, and because education matters, she's here to tell us about the unique approach that James Marshall Parent Nursery School is taking to that time. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So nice to have you. James Marshall is in West Sacramento. You have a morning session and an afternoon session. Play is a big focus on your campus. That kind of experiential learning people kind of associate with a Montessori school. Is that what this is?
Not formally Montessori. You would see, if you came into our classroom, some Montessori elements. Of course, also some Reggio Emilia elements, free play, loose parts, open-ended activities that don't dictate exactly how the child should interact.
Alrighty, and that does what for our littlest learners?
It really allows them free exploration. It allows them to follow their own interests instead of an adult-led curriculum.
Now, your school is a cooperative. What does that mean exactly? We understand it like for the food co-op that's in Sacramento, but what does it mean when it comes to a school?
In some ways, it's very similar. So families who enroll become members in the cooperative, which means not only do they get a preschool experience for their children, they also get ownership of our program. We have a parent-run board of directors. We have voting members. Members will vote on policy changes and procedures. The parent and family input is really important, and it's a core value of ours.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the parental involvement, because every school everywhere is always sending the letters home, the flyers home, text messages now, emails, trying to get parents on campus to do anything, even if it's volunteering for art class or like whatever it is. But you have parents in every class every single day?
Every day. Every day.
They're going to be so jealous, people listening to this.
I know. It really,
How did you do that?
Gig. I got a good gig. I wish I could take credit for it. Our school particularly was founded in 1954 by a group of families who wanted to co-op early care for their children. So they formed our program with the idea that it takes a village, that it takes a community, and with like-minded parents, we can do things bigger than we would be able to do by ourselves. So we have families who enroll in our program, and they just understand that being a participating grown-up, whether it's a grandma or an auntie or a papa or an anybody.
Or all of those.
All of those. Oh yeah, all of those. That being part of our program means spending time in our classroom, attending field trips with us, and also being part of the decision-making process, because it is a co-op as well. And so they come in really excited to have a firsthand look at what their kid does every day.
Now, to that end, you know, in these inflationary times, families are trying to cut costs every way that they can. So they're going to say, I have to pay for a program, or I could maybe get a preschool program for free. And free is going to look pretty good.
Indeed.
And there's not going to be a real reason in a lot of people's minds to choose to pay. Why should they choose to pay? You're coming up on your 75th anniversary. You're recruiting right now. Why would someone want to do this?
Okay, top three reasons. Top three reasons why I think you might consider a paid program. First of all, ours in particular has an equity lens when we look at payments. So we have a tiered tuition system, which parents can financially contribute at a level that fits their budget and their needs. Also, we have really amazing adult-child ratios that you will not find in a free state program. They try their best, but you're looking at 12 kids to one adult, and when they're tiny, when they're 4, that's hard. It's hard to control that many kids. So we have 5 to 1, 5 kids for every 1 adult in our classroom.
Doable.
Yep, doable.
Lots of focus.
Yep.
Okay.
We have a playground and an inside space that is designed for 3- and 4-year-olds.
Okay. That's not the same as what you get at another kind of campus.
That might not be the same.
This is really tailored
if
to
it was on an elementary school campus.
Alrighty, thank you so much for coming in to share about your program this morning and how really drilling down on this time can truly make a difference. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to get to class, so we're going to let you go.